That might have been my favorite one so far. Firefly, Season 1, Episode number 8. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Fail. So last episode in the show, we had Jane getting a little bit of a monument. Turns out his past actions had a lot of ramifications he had absolutely no idea about. Let's see what's going on today in the show. After this weekend, guys, we're just gonna, for the Patreon fan, we're just gonna speed run Firefly. We're gonna get this thing done. I'm interested to see how the back half of the show is gonna pick up. I know that they had it got cut short. It was supposed to be longer. I'm expecting it to be like an abrupt ending, but we're gonna enjoy it for what it is. So guys, smack the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. And with that being said, let's get right into it. We do be floating. We got the orchestra. We dead? We sleeping? Hello? Crew? Where art thou?
Real beauty, ain't she? Tell you what, you buy this ship, treat her proper. She'll be with you for the rest of your life.
Are we on psychedelics right now? What's going on? Are we all just tripping?
Well, you paid money for this, sir? On purpose?
Come on, seriously, Zoe, what do you think?
Honestly, sir, I think you got robbed.
Robbed? What? What do you mean? Ship like this, be with you to the day you die.
Uh-oh. Are we foreshadowing the death?
You are very... And try to see past what she is and onto what she can be.
What's that, sir?
Tell you, Zoe, we get a mechanic, get her up and running again, hire a good pilot, maybe a cook.
Damn.
Live like real people.
You know, we can feel serenity
crew.
for once. I'm down for a feels-good episode of Firefly. Let's do it. Is there blood? There's blood. It's for real. Oh, I see it. Okay, maybe we're being thrown off. There's something. Maybe there's more. Stand from me. Renity. I wonder how many people picked up playing the banjo just from hearing the intro to this show. Would not be surprised if there's quite a few. Oh, it's just a hand cut. It's a great intro so far. Oh my goodness. Might be my favorite so far.
Surely one of you must have told him.
No, not one of the brothers had the heart to say anything.
Monastic humor, I miss out on all the fun. And all the food, too, apparently.
Just who do you think you're married to? Voila.
Well, Shepard told us a funny story about being a preacher. Now you tell us a funny story about being a doctor.
The sick people are hilarious.
Well, they can be. In fact, I remember this time I was working the ER, and this fellow,
he's trying.
opera comes in and he's complaining of.
Inara, she's got to have some funny horn stories, I'd wager.
Oh, do I ever? You have no idea, and you never will. I don't discuss my clients.
Care to make the first incision, Dr. Tan?
Oh, B-Day?
Happy birthday, son.
Hey, the birthday boy.
But I tried to get the frosting as chocolatey tasting as possible, so.
This is a wholesome ass episode.
Come on, Doc, give a good blow. Fire.
Jesus. Jesus. Whoa.
Fire! Fire!
Do it now!
Oh my goodness.
She gonna be okay? I need my med kit.
Not this way. We got fire.
If you don't let me through, she could die.
I let you through, we all die.
Back to the current situation. All right, so things hit the fan. Team is injured.
How bad is it? She gonna be all right?
You know what's funny? I actually thought if something was gonna happen, I thought it would happen to Walsh for a sec.
Haley, look at me. I need you up in the engine room figuring out what caused this.
She ain't moving.
And she's talking about she's talking about Serenity? Yeah, or Zoe.
I know it, which is why we need to suss out what it was happened so we can get her going again, right?
Yes, Captain.
Well, that lasted a whole 5 minutes.
Wash, I need you on the bridge.
Zoe's hurt.
And the doctor is gonna do everything he can.
I'm not leaving her side, Mal. Don't ask me again.
I wasn't asking. I was
Telling you, yep.
Anita.
He's gonna have to drag him out of there. Got a job to do, dog.
is all very doable. Shouldn't be a problem at all.
Nice.
Real maneuverability out of this boat. You'd be surprised. Great, ain't he?
I don't like him.
What?
Just something about him bothers me.
What?
Damn.
What about him bothers you? We finally got ourselves a genius mechanic. It's about time we hired someone to fly this damn thing.
Genius. No one's ever called me that before. Shiny.
Her heart stopped.
Maybe someone should get her husband out here.
Not yet.
What do you need, Doc?
Pure adrenaline.
Damn, confirmed. She's not gonna make it. Mal tries his best after making the wrong decision. Oh my goodness.
Main life support's down on account of the engine being dead.
Right, but we got auxiliary life support.
No, we don't.
So what are we breathing?
Whatever got pumped into the Atmo before the explosion shut it all down.
Oof.
Most of that oxygen got ate up.
Hell no.
A couple of hours, maybe. We'll start to feel it, and then we won't feel nothing at all.
So at this moment, he just starts like listing in his head what he's got to do to survive.
Always thought the name Serenity had a vaguely funereal sound to it. I'm sorry. It was my birthday.
Dog, we put that to the side, okay? I was really hoping to open up some gifts before the impending doom, you know?
Don't be afraid. You're afraid we're going to run out of air, but we won't. We'll freeze to death first.
She tells it how it is.
You get that beacon sent?
Pointless.
What was that?
Nothing, sir. It's a brilliant plan. I'm sure we'll all be safe.
I'm
No.
getting a little weary of this attitude wash.
Are you? Well, I'm so very sorry, sir. No one's gonna pick up the damn signal. You wanted us flying under the radar, remember? Well, that's where we are.
Make the signal go further.
Can't make it go further. What do you expect me to do, Mal?
Whatever you have to.
Yep.
And if you then get a suit on and go outside on the side of
And
the boat.
what? Wave my arms around?
Wave your arms around, jump up and down, divert the nav sats to the transmitter, whatever.
Right. Because teenage pranks are fun when you're about to die. But even if some passerby did happen to receive, all it would do is muck up their navigation.
Could be that's true.
Damn right, it's true.
Yep.
They beat.
It's not looking
Well,
good.
maybe I should do that then.
Maybe you should.
Okay.
Good.
Fine.
Hey! What do you two think you're doing? You use up all the air.
I love how that's his main concern. Do it quietly, please. Like, right? Like I totally understand why he's cheese, but you gotta do literally whatever you can. And of course, he's the expert, but let's see.
In the name of... Bester? Bester? Get your prairie harpy off my boat and put us back in the air.
Can't.
What do you mean can't?
Secondary grab boot shot.
No, it ain't. Ain't nothing wrong with your grab boot. Grab boot's just fine. Hello.
You're fired.
Your right couple's bad. Right here. See?
This is the intro to every crew member, pretty much, aside from a River and
No.
Simon.
That should, There.
What'd you do?
She fixed it.
Yep.
Well, what?
You work for your daddy, do you?
Well, when he got work, which ain't too often lately.
Doesn't even realize that she's being interviewed.
You offered me a job?
Believe I just did.
I just gotta ask my folks.
What do you need two mechanics for?
You don't.
Don't. Haley?
Great insight to Mal,
Haley,
right?
what are you doing?
He's a businessman. He's operating his
Sorry, Captain.
his ship at
I'm real sorry. Should have kept better care of her. Usually she lets me know when something's wrong.
Okay, I cannot be having this from you right now. We got work to do. Talk about?
Catalyzer's broke. Gonna need a new one.
There is no new one. You gotta make do with what you got.
kind of never thought of it like that, but I'm looking at it more like Mal's the CEO, he's the captain, whatever, and he's operating this ship.
Engine don't turn, life support won't function. We don't breathe. You want to keep breathing, don't you?
So okay, I think I'm getting it. So maybe he put everybody in the oxygen in the doctor's room to give them as much oxygen as possible, and he's doing all the last jobs and positions to make the ship go vroom.
Well, engine's down, life support's on the fritz, and I got 9 people here all wanting to breathe.
Yeah.
Instead of focusing on what we don't got, time to talk about what it is we do. And what we got are 2 shuttles. Short range, but each got heat, and they each got air.
Okay, so shuttle.
That's longer than
is
what's
where they all
left on
go.
Serenity. Shepard Book, Kaylee, Jane. You'll ride with Inara in her shuttle. Doc, you and your sis will ride with Wash and Zoe, seeing as how Zoe still needs some doctoring.
What about you?
4 people per shuttle.
Yep.
Evens the odds.
Last man standing.
By some chance, you get a response, someone's gonna have to be here to answer. Let's get those shuttles prepped.
Like you said, someone might answer the beacon. And when they do, I want to make sure that you can call everyone back. Won't take but a minute.
Yep.
Mel, this isn't the ancient sea. You don't have to go down with your ship.
No, he
She ain't
is.
going down. She ain't going anywhere. You're paid up through the end of the month. It's still your ship.
He's
No.
dialed in.
Oh, there she is.
First time they've met. Oh my goodness. I was looking forward to
Nice,
this.
isn't she? She's space-worthy, just like the rest of Serenity is.
No need to sound so defensive, Captain. I prefer something with a few miles on it. Were we to enter into this arrangement, Captain Reynolds, there are a few things I would require from you. The foremost being complete autonomy. This shuttle would be my home. No crew member, including yourself, would be allowed entrance without my express invitation. The other thing I would insist upon is some measure of assurance that when I make an appointment with a client, I'm in a position to keep that appointment.
That's an awful lot of caveats and addendums there, miss.
As I stated, I just want to be clear.
Take all that in consideration while I review the application.
Don't be ridiculous. You're gonna rent this shuttle to me. And for 1/4 less than your asking price.
Is that a fact?
It is.
And you figure you'll be getting this discount. Why, exactly?
You want me.
Excuse me?
You want me on your ship. Because I can bring something that your surveyor or any of the other fish you might have online can't. A certain respectability.
Respect
And
him.
based on what little I've seen of your operation, I suspect that's something you could use.
Yeah, she's selling herself. Makes sense. Good pitch.
If it's alliance trouble you got, you might want to consider another ship.
The Alliance has no quarrel with me. I supported unification.
Did you? Well, I don't suppose you're the only whore that did.
Oh, one further addendum.
It's crazy.
That's the last time you get to call me whore.
Yeah.
Mel, you don't have to die alone.
Everybody dies alone.
I linked the nav systems of both shuttles into the helm here. When your miracle gets here, you just pound this button once, it'll call back both shuttles.
I love this because he's dependent on his people to do their job, and now they're depending on him.
Go see your wife.
Yeah. And the fact that we got a sort of origin story coupled in with this, love it.
I prepped a suit for you. It's hanging in the foredeck. So when the time comes,
I won't be needing it. But thanks.
well,
Just dips. That's it. Crew has left. My boy's putting on that brown coat or just a blanket.
Firefly's ready. You do understand I can't invite you aboard my vessel. Mechanical trouble at your compression coil, you say?
It was a catalyzer.
Catalyzer's a nothing part, Captain.
It's nothing till you don't got one. Then it appears to be everything.
How can I know for certain your story's true?
You can plainly see my shuttles have been launched, just like I said. But now you scan me. You know I got no life support.
He's keeping it a buck.
I don't expect to see any weapons when we board.
And I do expect to see that engine part before I open the door.
I feel like maybe we can do business.
Sure can. It's better than dying, right?
Reason is gonna talk to us about reason now.
yeah, that's a joke.
Ah, Jane was an op.
Ugly one, sir.
Tell us where the stuff's at so I can shoot you.
Offering to shoot us might not work so well as an incentive as you might imagine. You'll never find it.
Found you easy enough.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? How much they paying you?
Huh?
I mean,
He's poaching talent right here.
let's say you did kill us.
It's gonna give him a better incentive.
7% straight off the top.
7.
That's all.
Huh.
What?
Nothing.
He's playing off.
No, Zoe, I'm paying you too much.
Why? What is she getting?
Knock it off!
No, forget I said anything. I'm sure you're treated very well. You get the perks, got your own room. No?
No.
You move on over to this side. We'll see to it you get your fair share.
Private room?
Your own room, full one of the kitchen.
I ain't asking.
Shut up.
You know, anything that's worth anything is really right here in this.
Yo, is Mal wearing Uggs?
So you take a
It's kind of base.
decide what you think.
There it is.
We're taking your ship. We'll get it as far as...
Now we're seeing the man in action. He's offing them all.
Stern.
He's offing them.
Leave the catalyzer.
Let's go.
Do as he says.
Take your people and go.
You would have done the same.
We can already see I haven't.
Held it together.
Life support failure. Check oxygen level. Check oxygen.
No oxygen, freezing, shot to the gut, cut hand. Kept it together till the doors are closed. My man is making it to the next quarter. The suit?
Beauty, ain't she?
Serenity's not
sir.
moving.
When your miracle gets here,
Come with us.
pound this button once, it'll call
Everybody
back both
dies
shuttles.
alone.
I'll run up there and scrape up the piece.
You do that for me.
I'd do anything for you. You know what's up.
Welcome back, sir. I take full responsibility, Captain.
The decision saved your life.
Won't happen again, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
We'd have been back first if there's something wrong with Nara's shuttle. You've done something to it, Mel. It smells funny.
Hey, Cap.
Hey.
You fixed the ship.
Y'all gonna be here when I wake up?
We'll be here.
Good. That's good.
Damn.
You buy this ship, she'll be with you for the rest of your life.
And he decides to keep her.
Son, you hear a word I've been saying?
That was a fantastic episode of Firefly, guys. That might have been my favorite one so far. And that was Firefly, episode number 8 for season number 1, guys. This one was titled Out of Gas, and I thought this was a fantastic episode of Firefly. Easily one of the best, I think, the show's produced up until now, and I think it really just nailed everything in this episode. From the ominous opener, we're not too sure what's happening, the fantastic score. I also, like, side note, loved the just the direction of this episode. It was so focused. Loved how it kicks off the episode with that time jump where we're seeing Serenity stranded in space. We don't know what's going on. Mal is injured of some sort. Great opening shots. Him alone walking towards a ship, doing some things. We don't know exactly what's going on. Then we sort of couple in this backstory of how each of the, I guess, the core original crew members met. We got Kaylee. We got Walsh. We also got Zoe there, and not necessarily how they met, because obviously Zoe and Mal known each other from before, but when they first arrived at the ship. So I thought this served as both great insight into Mal that I've sort of been wanting to see a little bit more in depth, why he is the way he is, and I think intentionally they showed exactly how Mal operates here. This is his business, and he operates in how he treats people, the way he sort of just his code is, the way he recruited people, the way he negotiated, very much so, how a CEO would operate a business, a small startup, right? I loved how we just demonstrated that in each of the origins of I guess of how some of the crew members came to Serenity. The idea that he was last man standing on the ship, taking what the people on board, his employees, his team, his crew, their skill set, giving them he always trusts them, and now in this scenario, he did what he had to do to leave them be, let them survive. All measures were exhausted. Just from like an emotional lens, it's like him, putting in the last little piece of Kaylee's recommendations, or having Jane or Walsh, prepping him in case he does survive there. Really just goes to show how he's steering his ship, Serenity, and I just absolutely loved every single aspect of this episode, and I thought it was cohesive, delivered a great emotional oomph, and really tied in together the entire show. I think this was a great sort of summary of the show up until now. They also did a good job at keeping me on my toes a bit. I didn't know if it was going to be Zoe who was going to go, if it was going to be Walsh. Turns out it was actually Mal who was going to go, and he survived just by a bit. I thought this was definitely the best show. I think this was definitely the best episode by far of the show. Very honed in, fantastic emotionally, narratively. perfectly. I loved some of those back and forths there. Obviously, like, my wife is dying. I want to be by her side. At the end of the day, you got to put that stone cold face and do what needs to be done, regardless of the circumstances here. And it's really what we saw here, from him staying on the ship to exhausting all the resources, optimal strategies, and letting his team go for them to survive and not go down with him. So I thought they nailed it. The score was awesome. Loved even the use of sound effects, or the lack thereof, when they had, you know, the space, the sort of fire exiting the ship, and then also like kicking it off with, you know, that birthday of Simon as well, and like having Book, you know, kicking off with some laughter. So I thought that was a great use of those newer characters in the series, since the older ones got a little bit more focus spread throughout it, you know, pertaining to how they got on the ship. All I have to say is I really did enjoy this one. I thought it was an engaging watch, and definitely had me a little emotional throughout it. But guys, that was Firefly 1x8. What'd you guys think about this one? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments section down below. With that being said, guys, that's it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you guys.